Design circuit of modulator and demodulator circuit. First voltage source எடுத்து வச்சுக்கிறோம். AC power source. Next one, capacitor. Next one, resistor. Another resistor, R2. Capacitor, C2. Resistor, R3. Transistor, and next one, transition configurations. Resistor, inductor, next AC power supply, second supply, the circuit is too long. Next one, capacitor, another one capacitor, C4, another one capacitor, C5, another one resistance, R4, then diode, then resistor, and then one resistor, capacitor, another one capacitor, C7, another one resistor, R7, another one resistor, R8, then op amp 5 terminal. I'm going to with virtual op amp 5 terminal virtual, taking Power source DC power supply. Another one DC power supply. V4. These are the components for using modulator and demodulator circuit. Then voltage source ground to DC is ground, minus to minus. Positive to capacitor C1 on end, rotate and rotate 90 degree, align R1 one end to R2 another end, R2 another end to negative, C1 join in middle, transistor join in C, R2 and C point, capacitor rotate 90 degree, join in capacitor, resistance rotate 90 degree and down, join in R3 meter, voltage source down, resistance positive and voltage source negative to ground, capacitor flip, join between R3 and ground, R3 resistance and ground, R3 resistance and ground in middle, top of the R3 and grounded capacitor, inductor flip 90 degree, capacitor and join the inductor, move the capacitor, resistor flip 90 degree, C4 and C5 capacitor join in middle, resistance R4 join and ground it, R4 ground, and same like C5 and resistance R5 and ground it, rotate 90 degree, R6 diode connected at one point and ground it the resistance, and C7 flip 90 degree, C8 flip 90 degree, resistance flip 90 degree, resistance all night flip 90 degree, C7 C8 C6 C8 joined, resistance on R7 R8 and C7 grounded, and join diode and C6 on capacitor middle R6, comparator positive to ground and negative to R7 and R8 middle, comparator output to R8, and positive terminal to voltage source positive, and negative terminal to voltage source negative side. It is positive 12 volt and negative minus 12 volt. The value is minus 12 volt negative. One voltage source one is 10 volts, 100 kilohertz. Ground, and ground to AC power, the circuit ground. Capacitor one value is 4.7 farad. Resistor value is 200 kilo ohm. R2 value is 5 kilo ohm. C2 is 4.7 NF microfarad. Nanofarad. Transistor value same. Inductor value is 5. C4 value is 4.7 NH farad. C3 value is 4.7 NH. Voltage source 2 is 5 1 kilohertz, 5 volt 1 kilohertz. C5 value is 10 Hz. R4 value is 4.7 kilo ohm. R5 value is 10 kilohertz. R6 value is 5 kilohertz. C7 value is 100 nanofarad. C8 value is 10 nanofarad. R7 value is 10 kilohertz. R8 value is 300 kilohertz ohm. Then voltage point 1, voltage point 2, voltage point 3, and voltage point 4. To value the simulate the diagram, the 4 voltage points. Means the circuit is running with the values are shown in the graph. In the graph, you will define transit, different auxiliary sources, and run. It is the output of the modulator and demodulator circuit. Thank you.